Welcome back to the channel. Today what I'm going to be doing on this thing is touching up the inside a little bit. Again, I'm just documenting everything that I'm doing kind of for myself, but I'm posting it in case people want to watch and see what's going on as well. So what I have done so far is I got a new gear shifter knob right here. This was the old one. If you guys watched my other videos, had this little skeleton on it. It just old, worn out. It kind of bugged me with all the crevices and stuff while I was trying to shift like everything in here. So wound up getting this. Like it a lot better. It's just smooth, carbon fiber looking thing. What I am going to do today, also what I did is, you guys look up here. If you watch the older videos, it came with that long old mirror that stretched all the way across the windshield. So I just got a shorter one, put that on there. So that was that. I just didn't really like looking at myself. I mean, that thing stretched, the old one stretched all the way across, and I'm a big guy, so I'm already looking out, the top up here. And when that mirror was going across, I was having to duck down to kind of look under it. So got the shorter one. Thinking about taking this off. I'm still debating. I mean, I don't really care for it. Don't really use it for anything. So thinking about pulling that off. What I am doing today, I got this piece right here for the center of the dash instrument panel and stuff like that. This one, it is all broke down here around the stereo. I'm pulling that out. I am getting a new one, and I'm still up in the air whether I'm going to put the new one there or drop it down inside this piece right here. And then this switch right here does not go to anything. Whatever it was hooked up to has been disconnected. I traced the wires. One wire runs like down underneath here. The other wire goes all the way around and then through the firewall out into, I guess, where it would hook up to the battery, probably the power. So I'm pulling that out. I will save it just in case I do want to do something later on. I could kind of do the same thing, just drill a hole in this new one I got, pop that in. I got it all set up. I got a new one of these for the not air conditioning, but the heater vent. We got all new cables for underneath, all that. I bought a new heater core, but we're getting into summer right now. It's end of May. It's 105 out here today, 106. So I'm not really worried about that until winter starts coming. So I have all that stuff. I ordered it. I'm just gonna kind of hold off on it. And then the last thing up under here, like where all these screws are, I don't know if you guys can really tell. Let me get in. But see these screws right here? They're all either not the same. So like you got that. This one's missing. This one over here is an actual different thing. That one's silver. That one is missing. So what I did is I went to our local True Value store and I bought a bunch of new ones. They didn't have black. They didn't have enough black, I should say. They had a bunch of these chromed out ones. So I am just going to put these in all along, see how that looks. If I don't like the way it looks, I'll go back and I'll just tell them to order me some black ones. But I have some more in this bag right here. They only have, I think, like 15 black or 12 black or something like that, and I needed, I think, 20 or somewhere along those lines. I bought some extras. I needed way more than what they had to screw in all over the place, like throughout the whole thing. So if I don't like the way the chrome looks, then I'll go back and just tell them to order me the black ones, and I'll just wait for them to come in. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm also in the process of replacing the power steering gearbox. The piece I ordered from O'Reilly's, like it's a special order. They don't have it, so it might take a week to get in. I already disconnected the old power steering gearbox, so it is basically, I'm having to wait for that. So this thing's sitting in the garage right now. I can't drive it until I get that, so I figured I might as well start doing this stuff to the interior. So not really going to record while I do everything. I might come back after I have everything taken off and then kind of show what it looks like. And then once I get that put back on, we'll come back and look at that. So stay tuned. Just a little check-in. I removed that centerpiece. Also removed the glove box. These are the cords that went to that switch that was in that centerpiece. So I said one goes through here and then goes in through the firewall over there. So I gotta fish that through. The other one runs back in there underneath the steering column. It's hooked in somewhere down there. So I'm gonna pull those out. Still gonna pull out the stereo. And I went ahead and removed the vent down here too. I'll show you guys what that looks like. And again, I'm gonna get all new stuff for down here to put in. But come up here, this is the new, so here's the new centerpiece that we're gonna be dropping in. There's the glove box. And then what I noticed too, I thought it was a couple separate pieces, but it's painted like, I don't know if you guys can see on video, but it's gray and the rest of it is black. So it's like gray up here and then it's black down here. So it doesn't really match. Like when it's in the Jeep, that's like the only gray piece you see. Everything else on the dash is black. So might do something with that. And then here is your vent, the vent box that I pulled off. This thing too, seen better days. Shoot, like you open this thing up, if I can get it to open up, it you'll see this thing is like crapola, man. It is like falling apart if I touch it, and it's just like super thin. So I think that might be on the to-do list for ordering as well. Oh, go up from the bottom so you can see from right here. If I open this thing up, like it's shot. I mean, all that, whatever that stuff is, it's like gone. I mean, if I were to rub it right now, all of it would fall off. So I don't know if that'd be too good to have in there. And then lastly, just to show you guys why I got those chrome bolts. This right here is what I pulled out. So all the different things, like we got screws right here. Looks like they just cut it off, you know. The screw was just sawed off, cut off. But that's what was holding all those dash pieces in play. So that's why I went ahead and got all those chrome ones, just so I have everything kind of like uniform and it's not a bunch of just different screws. So I'm gonna get that stereo pulled out, come back when I have that out, see what that looks like, and then I'll get everything put back in. Jumping in with a quick update, I have basically taken everything off. Figured while I'm in here I might as well do it. I removed the stereo, removed all the wires from back there, cleaned it up quite a bit. Actually even took off the sound bar for right now. So I took the sound bar off and got in here. I'm just going through, I'm gonna order some stuff. I ordered a brand new plastic cover for that. I ordered green LED headlights, or not headlights, lights to go on the panel. So I'm gonna put in some green LED lights. Pop that off over there. Same thing, I'm getting some green LED lights for behind the speedometer and the RPM gauge. And pop that thing off, the little compass and leveler thing. Pop that off. I still got a little bit of goo there that I got to get off that. So I am on a mission right now while I have this thing torn apart. One thing I noticed, I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. Look at that right there. The heating duct comes in. I do not think there's supposed to be a gap. So I need to figure out what's going on there. Still finding all these wires. Sorry, like this right here. I'm finding all these wires that are not connected to anything, man. I'm kind of scared to cut them, but I don't know what they're supposed to go to. I'm trying to do some research and figuring it out, but I found like there's that one, there's that one, and there's these. I mean, there's wires all over that aren't connected to anything, so trying to figure out what's going on with this, and I'll be back. Quick update. I just said screw it, and I'm taking this whole thing apart. So took out the HVAC, the heater and vent. There's no AC, so HV I should say. And yeah, popped all that off, disconnected it, I am going to pop this off next. So I figured while I'm in there, I already got the vent taken off. I'm just going to pull this out, ordered a new motor or blower motor. I got a heated core unit. I'm just going to do all that right now while this thing isn't drivable. Figured out for this piece right here, I need to get a defroster duct, I guess is what it's called. So ordered one of those to put in that gap. Then I just got all this wiring hanging down from everything I disconnected. Ordered a new stereo. I'm probably going to be dropping the stereo in the center console, figuring out what I want to put in that spot. I ordered some green LED headlights, not headlights, the green LED dash lights, putting those in there. Might do some paint job. This I couldn't really get to clear up. Like I tried cleaning that clear plastic piece, ordered a new one of those. Got the bezel and everything pulled off over there. The one thing is, like, all this cable and stuff under here now, it's all just jacked up. So you guys can see that messed up. It's just coming apart. So that runs up and back in there. So I am pulling this off now to get back to everything else, and we will see what's up with that. But I'll be back after I get that top piece pulled off, see what it looks like. So got in here, I've got the windshield kind of pushed back. The last parts, the screws are underneath this windshield to get off, but as I get in here, if you look at this, cracked, 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 cracked. Everything, it's a mess under here, but everything, all the mounts in here are cracked. Every single one. So, I'm gonna leave this in for the time being. I may order a new one. I mean, brand new, they're $200. The cheapest one I found was $250, I believe, on eBay. So, I'm gonna clean all this up in here, man. There's a Taco Bell hot sauce pack in here. I'm gonna vacuum all this up, clean all this out. Yeah, and then get this thing back. I mean, when I put it back on, it's gonna go on without the, I mean, they're all gonna be broken, but hopefully it stays in place for a while. I'll save up a little money. I don't feel like dropping $250 right now on a brand new dash pad. So I will come back in a little bit. Like I said, I got this pushed back a little bit. I didn't need to drop the windshield the whole way. I just unscrewed it, pushed it back enough to where I can get into those screws and unscrew those. I'll be back. Well, I've come this far. I'm gutting it. I cannot reach the cable I need to get to, I don't think, without removing this faceplate. So, one last step. I am taking off the plate on this thing. I'm not sure what it's called. This black piece though, right here. I'm just removing that. I got everything out. Took out the RPM gauge, took out the speedometer. As you can see, everything else is gone. So, removing this now. Looks like I just got some screws to remove. These are the Torx ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Across the top. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Over there on the side by the speaker mount. We'll see. That's what I'm seeing right now. But what I thought was going to be a short video is probably turning into a long video. So I'm going to take this off. I'm going to come back after it's off, and that'll probably be the last thing on this video. Then maybe I'll have a video of putting it all back together later. Alright, got this off. I might leave it here, I'm not sure. I think I might be able to get done what I need to get done back there without this completely removed, but if I want to get that completely off, as you guys can see, I've got to remove the steering wheel. I cannot take this off without popping this steering wheel off. So I may pop the steering wheel off to get that off. I'm thinking about pulling it off and just repainting it so it looks a little bit better. But yeah, you know, if you see it painted on the next video, then you'll know I did that. But I'm gonna stop this video right here for the most part. I think I tore this thing up pretty good. Enough for you guys. So yeah, what I thought was gonna turn out to be a short video turned out to be a heck of long. I will be back with another video. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more videos on the 87 Hulk YJ.